Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides in the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Uzma Jafri, and today in our episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give you a glimpse of our country's diversity. Let's begin the show by taking you to the Madurai city of Tamil Nadu, where the colourful annual car festival of Aadi Utsavam was organized with great religious fervour. Organized in the Tamil month of Aadi, the festival is dedicated to Lord Kalagar and was attended by thousands of devotees from all over the state.
Thousands of devotees thronged to Sundaraja Perumal temple at Azagar Koil in Madurai city of Tamil Nadu to participate in the annual Holy Car Festival. The car festival was held after a gap of 2 years, and devotees from all over the state participated in the festival, thus making it a grand event. The festival is held during the auspicious Tamil month of Aadi in July and August according to Hindu religious calendar. Marking the festival, a group of young men pulled the ropes of the giant chariot through the 4-car street around the temple with religious fervour.
ரெண்டு வருஷமா கொரோனானால வர முடியல. இப்போ மன திருப்தியோட கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கோம்.
எத்தனை வருஷமான வரீங்க?
நான் எனக்கு பரம்பரையா கொடுத்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். எங்க அப்பாவுக்கு அடுத்து நான், நீ அதுக்கு அடுத்து என் பிள்ளைய அப்படியே வரிசையா.
2 வருஷம் கழிச்சு இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க வந்தீங்க, அது எப்படி நினைக்கிறீங்க?
அது கொஞ்சம் இப்போ சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. இதோட இதை செய்யறது எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு.
Amidst devotees chanting Govinda, the procession of the decorated car temple with their presiding deity, Lord Kalagar, began as early as the rising sun, with numerous rituals and prayers being performed for him. The Sundaraja Perumal temple is of great significance to Vishnu devotees. It is among the 108 Divya Desams or sacred shrines of Lord Vishnu. It is believed that praying for good agriculture yield during the festival is sure to be answered, as the festival falls on the Tamil month of Aadi, which is a perfect period for sowing crops. Meanwhile, elaborate security arrangements were made to ensure that the festival was conducted smoothly.
மாவட்ட திருப்பத்தூர்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கோம். கொரோனானால வரல, 2 வருஷமாக வரல. இப்போ இந்த டைம் வந்து ரொம்ப ஆள்னா ரொம்ப கூட்டமாக இருக்குது.
The car festival is the main highlight of the annual Aadi Utsavam and is a much awaited event for the hundreds of devotees across southern Indian state of Tamil Nadu.
India is a land where Sufism has not only flourished in its true spirit, but has also become a way of integrating different religious communities. The unity of these myriad faiths can be very well witnessed at the Dargahs of Sufi saints. So today we take you to the Dargah of Shah, Makhdum Shah in Guwahati city of Assam, that has been serving as a bridge between different castes and communities.
Situated in the well-known locality of Sijubari in Guwahati city of Assam, the Dargah of Shah Makhdum Shah has been serving as a symbol of religious harmony for years. Regarded as one of the greatest Sufi saints, Hazrat Shah Makhdum Shah throughout his life has spread the message of Sufism and peace. Standing tall as a relic of brotherhood and harmony amongst the Hindu and Muslim community, the Dargah is not just visited by devotees from the city, but all over the state and far.
यहाँ भक्तों का आना जाना है। यहाँ सिर्फ मुसलमान आते हैं ऐसे नहीं, यहाँ हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई सब धर्म का लोग यहाँ आते जाते हैं। ये परिचालन उसी टाइम से चल रहा है, आज तक चल ही रहा है।
It is believed that Shah Makhdum Shah came to Assam in the 17th century with his grandson and 14 disciples. After residing in Ajmer and Delhi, he proceeded to Assam and first arrived at Hajo of Kamruk district. An annual Urs is organized every year at the death anniversary of the saint, which is attended by devotees not just from Assam, but from all over the country.
यहाँ धार्मिक मिश्रण है, हिंदू भी आता है, मुस्लिम भी आता है, हर किस्म का आदमी। यहाँ कोई भेदभाव नहीं है। जिसका मन जिसका साथ मिल रहता है, आके दिल शान मिलता है, वही आ गए। तो यहाँ हर तरह का आदमी आता है। अभी देखिए आज बृहस्पतिवार है, अब देखिएगा 8 बजे तक 9 बजे तक हर किस्म का आदमी आएंगे दुआ मांगने के लिए।
For ages, Sufi saints like Shah Makhdum Shah have propagated the message of spiritualism and harmony in our country, and their teachings are still playing a significant role in strengthening the thread of secularism.
And now a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
Parsis in India celebrated Navroz or the Parsi New Year after 2 years of the coronavirus pandemic. Members of the small Parsi community flocked to the fire temple to pay respect to their prophet Zarathustra in financial capital Mumbai, where they are concentrated.
We are trying to make it up for the last 2 years. Yes.
Navroz is the first day of the first month of the Zoroastrian year. Parsis decorate their homes with torans or flower garlands and chalk designs. There is usually a community get-together in the evenings when all the members congregate to celebrate the occasion. Festivities marking India's 76th Independence Day came to an end with a vibrant beating retreat ceremony held in the northern Punjab state's Atari, which shares its border with neighbouring Pakistan. Although the Atari-Wagah border is no stranger to military drills from both countries which take place every day, the evening of Independence Day was celebrated in extraordinary pomp and glory. Hundreds of thousands of Indians thronged the galleries and sang along as patriotic songs were played, while dancers in bright outfits enthralled the audiences. India achieved its independence from colonial British rule on August 15, 1947. The golden joint of the world's highest Chenab railway bridge, 359 meters, was inaugurated. Inaugurated by the Western Indian Railways Corporation, the rail bridge is part of Udhampur-Srinagar-Baramulla Rail Link project, aiming to connect important regions in the valley.
Today, basically, the deck has been pushed in pieces from both the sides. Today, that deck pushing, the last piece is going to be pushed and the center is going to be joined. And after this event, after the welding has been done, we can walk across the bridge. So that is the importance of today's event.
International and national engineering agencies were roped in to facilitate the construction of the project. From the two ends of the Chenab River Valley, the bridge superstructure on the arc was being gradually pushed, and it will connect at the center of the arc. Currently, the world's tallest rail bridge is on Francis Tarn River, and its tallest pillar rises 340 meters, while the actual height at which trains run on the bridge is 300 meters.
Patriotic fervour was all-time high as people across the country came together to celebrate the 76th Independence Day. In many places, this patriotism got a secular touch as people from different communities observed the day together. Let's take a look at one such religious congregation held in Ahmedabad city of Gujarat.
The unity among Indian citizens has always been a trait that distinguishes them from the rest of the world. Marking the 76th Independence Day this year, the entire nation was soaked in the spirit of patriotism as a number of rallies were taken out across the country under the Prime Minister Har Ghar Tiranga campaign. Different sectors, schools, organizations and communities came together with a tricolor in their hands as they chanted slogans like Inqilab Zindabad and Vande Mataram.
पूरे मदरसे के लोग बढ़ चढ़ के हिस्सा ले रहे हैं और आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। घर घर तिरंगा कार्यक्रम चल रहे हैं, प्रभात फेरियां निकल रही हैं, मदरसों में कई किस्म के प्रोग्राम चल रहे हैं। नाटक के माध्यम से, चित्रकला, लेखन, वाद विवाद प्रतियोगिता के माध्यम से देश के महापुरुषों को, स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों को याद करते हुए हम बड़े धूमधाम से आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं।
In Ahmedabad, people of different religious communities came together and took out a Tiranga Yatra to spread a message of unity and brotherhood. The rally went through 4 major religious spots of Ahmedabad city to symbolize that all Indians are equal. Pointing towards India's diversity, participants emphasized that they might be from different cultures and religions, but they are all one.
तो वो स्वतंत्र दिन की याद में आज शाही एक तिरंगा रैली निकाला है, जो बड़ा प्रधान ने ऑर्डर किया है, जो घर घर हर घर तिरंगा। तो हम लोग तिरंगा का रैली निकाला है शाही तरफ से, खुशी से, एक त्यौहार से भी अच्छा हम लोग निकाले हैं, जिसमें घोड़ा गाड़ी, जीप, ऊंट गाड़ी, बैलगाड़ी सभी शामिल होंगे, सभी धर्म के लोग शामिल होंगे और वो साथ में एक उमंग के साथ, एक खुशी के साथ हम ये रैली निकालेंगे।
Such events where people of different communities come together in the show of harmony and universal brotherhood play an important role in strengthening the secular fabric of the country.
Moving on. One of the largest railway networks in the world, the Indian Railways, has been serving as the most basic and affordable means of transportation for years now. The Indian government has been working tirelessly to transform the railway sector and develop a high-speed network to boost connectivity. Have a look at the major developments in the railway sector so far.
Traversing the length and breadth of the country, Indian Railways is one of the largest rail networks in the world, with a total route length of 68,000 kilometers. In its 170-year-long journey, Indian Railways has proven to be the most convenient and affordable means of transportation to over 1 billion Indians. Although Indian Railways has undergone several transitions in its long history, in recent years it has witnessed a holistic change with a push by the current government. From station makeovers to developing infrastructure that will enhance the pace of the railways, Indian Railways has been tirelessly working to expand and improve its network.
बीते 8 सालों में हमने रेल कनेक्टिविटी के कंप्लीट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन पर काम किया है। आज रेलवे में सफर का अनुभव 8 साल पहले की तुलना में बिल्कुल अलग है। भारतीय रेल अब तेज भी हो रही है, स्वच्छ भी हो रही है, आधुनिक भी हो रही है।
In 2018, the Government of India put forward a proposal to infuse massive investments into railways through public-private partnership in order to achieve a generational shift in how railways function and how they are viewed. As per the plan, around $680 billion USD will be spent on railways by 2030. The mission comprises the upgrading of existing railways, making existing lines capable of higher speeds, expansion of new lines, and the modernization of railway stations. India has also been working relentlessly to develop a large high-speed train network interconnecting major cities of the country. Dedicated freight corridors to cut down cargo costs within the country are also being developed, of which the eastern and the western dedicated freight corridor are at cusp of becoming fully operational in the coming months. Once operational, these corridors will play an instrumental role in bolstering the Indian economy.
डेडिकेटेड फ्रेट कॉरिडोर के 1506 किलोमीटर वेस्टर्न कॉरिडोर में और अभी 1350 किलोमीटर ईस्टर्न कॉरिडोर में कार्य बहुत तेज़ी से प्रगति पर है। देश के विकास के लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देने वाले हैं ये। एक जैसा हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री साहब ने भी कहा है कि गेम चेंजर होने वाले हैं।
And what is another feat for Indian Railways? It recently launched the world's highest single-arch rail bridge. The bridge, an engineering marvel, has been built to connect far-flung areas of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The Chenab Bridge over the mighty Chenab River rises 359 meters above the riverbed. The span is 35 meters higher than the Eiffel Tower in Paris and 84 meters higher than the current world record holder for the world's highest bridge, a 275-meter high bridge across the Beipanjiang River in China. Over the last decade, Indian Railways has endeavored to provide premier-level service to millions of its passengers. The government emphasis has been on providing a holistic experience of convenience and speed to travelers. The country has indigenously developed its leading train service, Vande Bharat, the fastest train in the country, launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2019. These trains contain a sustainable engine that can save diesel and reduce electricity usage by 30%. It is a prime example of Brand India, which has been growing and shining with each passing day.
And in the end, we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
With flowers, dedication and love, Colombian flower producers prepare their traditional floral arrangement known as celetas ahead of Medellin's Grand Flower Parade. The town of Santa Elena is known as the cradle of celeteros, the flower aficionados who create celetas. Throughout the year, families grow the flowers they will later use on their celetas.
Ya empiezo a seleccionar las flores que van a ir en la silleta y a pensar si este color es así, estas son las flores que voy a usar. Evito los colores azules, los fondos negros, porque es difícil encontrar en la naturaleza flores que permitan hacer ese tipo de fondos. Las hay. O sea, por ejemplo, el statis azul lo hay, pero como es tan dispendioso de pegar, prefiero usar fondos blancos amarillos.
The annual flower parade reportedly harks back to 1957, when a Medellin local invited florists from nearby villages to march in the city to display their colorful arrangements. These are little car models which have been developed by the hands of little kids. This scene was witnessed at the Kids Engineer 2022, which was recently held in Yokohama City of Japan, where children learned about engineering cars. A number of Japanese automakers and parts manufacturers also participated in the event. Because of the burning issue of climate change, children are being taught about the importance of decarbonization and usage of energy sources such as hydrogen and wind power.
今までのガソリンエンジンだと CO2 排出とかそういう問題があるっていうことを考えてもらいながら、新しいですね、自動でぶつからない車とか、ライントレースって言いますけど、線を見ながらまっすぐ走る車、そういうものを、自分の身をもって感じて体験してもらうってことを主眼に置いてやっています。
These children have built a model car kit and have learnt about the programming of speed and direction. The reason why the car is not hitting the wall is because it is installed with an infrared reflection signal system that prevents it from doing so. The automobile industry in Japan recognizes and promotes carbon neutral and autonomous driving machineries.
こういうプログラミングをしたり、こうやって車を動かしたりするのが本当に良かったです。なんかここに当たるか当たらないかと思って当たっちゃうかって思ったけどギリギリ当たんなかった瞬間がすごく面白かったです。走り方とか どうやって止まりとかのプログラミングをしました。壁とか車があったらちゃんと止まれるとか、どうしよう面白かったです。
These kids will surely grow up and become good automobile engineers. As family members of 10 trapped miners in the town of Sabinas in Mexico rested under a plastic tent, artist Roberto Marquez painted a message on a large canvas in front of them. He wanted his art to depict hope amidst chaos and tragedy.
Una obra de estas lo que viene a hacer acá es traer, aparte de mencionar brevemente lo que tiene que ver con lo caótico, con la tragedia, traer un mensaje de esperanza, específicamente eso, y la estoy expresando exactamente aquí enfrente de mí. Tengo lo que viene siendo los pozos, que ahora entiendo que son 4 parece, pero que han estado trabajando parece que en 3, sacando agua para rescatarlos.
Amongst the red, grey, black and blue figures, the painting showed hands coming out of a mine pit. The artist said they represent the miners being rescued. The miners got trapped inside the Pinabit mine in the town of Sabinas in the northwestern state of Coahuila when their excavation work caused a tunnel wall to collapse, triggering flooding in 3 wells. Excavator and drain pipe are the latest inventions in sewerage machinery. Japan's sewerage industry is facing to turning point at the Japanese company DX, which is incorporating digital technology.
今下水道が抱えている大きな課題、これを解決するためのいろいろな情報を展開しています。例えば気候変動問題、それから情報化に関係するデジタルトランスフォーメーションの問題、下水道の普及がですね 90% を超えています。これから施設の維持管理の時代に入ってきますので、施設をリニューアルするためのさまざまな技術などを展示しておりまして、全国からですね、また海外からこの下水道展を見に訪れていただく方がたくさんいらっしゃいます。
Surveying sewerage pipes and facilities consumes a lot of time and efforts of humans. Underwater drone for sewer research is attracting a lot of attention. The development of drone with updated technologies and improved image quality and operating performance in the dark is progressing. Japan's new technology for the sewerage industry is evolving major digital transformations, which will contribute to the world's sewerage technology in the future.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Uzma, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.